Hey folks, welcome back. Continue our work with our rough lumber here. Got this edge today. We're going to straighten and flatten that. Let's get this set up. First thing I'm going to do is snap a chalk line. Now that I have a nice straight chalk line snapped on there, get some clamps, clamp it over the edge of the sawhorses. I'm going to eyeball it with a circular saw. This will get relatively straight and flat. Not too bad, need to clean up some more. So I had one small piece that I had to go back and cut with the circular saw here to where the cutoff piece broke off before I was able to finish the cut. Next we're going to head over to the table saw. And adjust the saw height. Next I'm going to start with the edge that we flattened and straightened as best we could against the fence. Shortest width I have is about 8 inches. I'll set the fence to 8 inches. Now see along this edge, we have that part at the end where the bark was. We have all the softwood where the bugs definitely get the softwood. So we're going to be cutting that off first. That will flatten and straighten this edge pretty well. We're going to flip the board over, and then that edge that we flattened with the circular saw best we could, we're going to flatten that side. And it should get really nice and flat with the board sliding along the long fence edge. So the blade on my circular saw is getting pretty dull. There's a couple other options you can use here. These will blow around the chalk, so instead of the chalk line, you want to get a straight edge and mark with a pen or pencil. You can use this power planer. It's not the best option. It does eat away at the wood pretty fast, so you can get it straighter, but it might be a little jagged. And my next favorite option here is the belt sander, the very low grit sandpaper. I think this one is using a 60 grit. And especially for the sander, you might want to stand the board up on edge, clamp it in with a couple blocks of wood, and then you can it's a lot more comfortable for sanding that down to the line, and you can get nice and straight. And again, after that, get it on the table saw, get the other end straight, flip it over, redo the side that you had sanded, and you'll get the edges on this board nice and straight and flat. Next I'm going to continue that process, work on straightening the edges of these other boards. Let's see, compared to this one which we just finished. This is good enough for my siding project. It's not any kind of fine furniture where I need it fitting together extremely well. Next I'll continue to cut this down to the width that I need on the table saw. Then I'll cut to length based on where I'm using in my project. If it's next to the windows, I'll need the long lengths, do those cuts on the miter saw. And that's it. Get some nice straight boards, like you might get straight from the lumber yard, to use on your next project. If you like this video, please remember to hit that subscribe button.